Listen, I think when you do this for a living, and especially on Broadway, where people come and pay a lot of money to be entertained and to maybe be happy and escape the real world, I totally understand that. My entire career, and I'm so grateful for this, in my childhood, to be honest, I started singing to make people happy, honestly, deeply. And I started singing as a service to others, whether it be in weddings or funerals or church or whatever, or even in my home. And my husband always has said this wonderful thing, go spread the joy. Yeah. And so often in my career, it's exactly what I feel like I want to do. Whether it's a solo concert or The King and I or South Pacific or go spread the joy. And at the beginning of this whole process, he was like, go spread the joy.
Welcome tonight's host, Chicago favorite, NBC5 Chicago Arts and Culture feature reporter and theater fan, LeeAnn Trotter.
I did that because when I'm behind this, you can't really see me. Hi, everyone. Good evening. It's so great to be here. I'm so happy to return this year as your host to celebrate Kelli O'Hara. She's receiving the Sarah Siddons Society Award this year, and we are so happy that she is with us. So great. Weren't those great pictures of yourself? Didn't you enjoy seeing that? That was great. Yeah. Thanks to Beckie, Menzie, our musical director, for that beautiful opening song. And what a fantastic look back at the performances of one of Broadway's greatest leading ladies. And I will say that again, one of Broadway's greatest leading ladies. As you probably know, Kelli O'Hara has been nominated for 8 Tony Awards, an Emmy Award, and the prestigious Drama League's Distinguished Achievement in Musical Theater. In 2015, she made history as the first Broadway artist to make the crossover from Broadway to opera when she made her Metropolitan Opera debut opposite Renee Fleming in The Merry Widow. Yes. The New York Times has hailed Kelli as Broadway musical's undisputed queen. I hear she can still do a mean backflip. Is that right, Kelli? In fact, I have to tell you, the first time I heard you sing, I was so amazed by your you're tiny. I'm tiny too, but you're tiny, and you would just, I was like, how does that voice come out of that little body, right? Right? Beautiful voice. You know what? We have a full program planned for this evening, and as always, a highlight is meeting this year's scholarship recipients, which can only happen because of your support through membership, donations, and attending tonight's benefits. So we're really glad that you're here tonight. Now, before we launch into the festivities, let's take a moment to give special recognition to those who are sponsors of this evening's celebration. And there you have it. Yes. We want to thank them for all of their support and thank you for your support. Honoring Kelli tonight, we will give special focus to her work on the Broadway stage. But before our performance begins, we also celebrate the future of theater with our scholarship recipients. Board member Francine Pepitone is here to introduce us to this year's class. Francine, come on down.
Thank you, LeeAnn. As a proud board member and vice president, I would like to take a moment to first acknowledge my fellow board members who have volunteered their time throughout the year to support our mission. Our recently formed Siddons Artistic Council has produced both in-person and virtual programs engaging the Chicago theater community. Would those board and artistic council members please stand as the audience joins me in thanking you. 2 years ago, our board approved funding 10 professional development grants to emerging theater artists. I am pleased to let you know these grants, along with our Susan Glick grant to the Black Ensemble Theater, will be distributed this month. I'd also like to say a bit about membership. Your membership allows us to continue to support the next generation. Your involvement provides funding for scholarships and grants. It also provides you with the opportunity to attend some very special theater-related events. So tonight, when you get home, why not go right to your website and join us? And now, this year's scholarship recipients. This is the first of 4 years when we will be also be funding additional scholarships thanks to an extremely generous donation from the William and Greta Wiley Flory Foundation. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2024 Sarah Siddons Society Scholarship Recipients. Please join us on stage and Please join us on stage and introduce yourselves.
Hi everyone, my name is Jordan Bilio and I am an acting BFA student at Columbia College Chicago. Thank you so much for having me.
Hi everyone, I'm Abby Rankin. I'm a comedy writing and performance major at Columbia College Chicago, and thank you very much, Sarah Siddons Society.
Hello everyone, I'm Pedro Arturo Jimenez. I'm a fourth-year acting major at DePaul University's The Theater School, and thank you so much.
Hello everybody, my name is Eric Josue Ventura. I am a BFA 4 acting major at the Theater School at DePaul University, and thank you so much. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Rachel Rebecca Visser. I'm a BFA 3 acting major at the Theater School at DePaul, and thank you so much for having me.
Hello everyone, my name is Sadie Fridley. I'm at Northwestern School of Communications. I'm a theater major in the Musical Theater Certificate Program, and I'm so honored and grateful to be here tonight. Thanks. Hi, my name is Natalie Beck. I'm a senior musical theater dance major at Roosevelt University Chicago College of Performing Arts, and it's an honor to be here, so thank you guys.
Hello, my name is Ellie Duffy. I am an acting major at Roosevelt University, and thank you so much for tonight. I appreciate it.
Hi, my name is Kate McQuillan. I'm a senior in the musical theater program at Roosevelt, and thank you so much, Sarah Siddons Society.
Let's have another round of applause for the 2024 Sarah Siddons Scholarship Recipients.
Oh, to be young again. Wow. I'm looking at their fresh faces like, wow, that was so long ago. All right. Thank you, Francine. It was a terrific group of young people, and I know I speak for everyone here tonight when I say that we are eagerly anticipating your exciting theatrical endeavors. I look forward to the day when I can walk into the theater and see you up on the stage. So that would be right. Yeah. So tonight we'll celebrate Kelli's theatrical career with special focus on her Tony Award nominated performances. And as I mentioned, Kelli has been nominated for eight Tony Awards. And tonight's celebration is under the direction of Joan Curto. Our selections have been, yes, give her a round of applause, Joan. Our selections have been arranged by our musical director, Beckie, Menzie. And performed by some of Chicago's best musical theater artists, Cory Goodrich, Tyrone Martin, Jennie, Sophia, and Katherine, Alexis Thomas. And of course, Chicago and Kelli are not strangers because it was here in 2004 that Light in the Piazza was produced at the Goodman Theater, prior to its arrival on Broadway in 2005, which led to Kelli's first Tony nomination for her performance as Clara. Please welcome Katherine Alexis Thomas.
Popular in Italy. It's the land of naked
home as someone can go. And the beauty is I still meet people I know. Hello, this is wanting something, this is reaching for it, this is wishing that a moment would arrive, this is taking chances, this is almost touching. But the beauty is I don't understand a word they're saying. I'm as different here as different can be. But the beauty is I still meet people like me. Everyone's a mother here in Italy. Everyone's a father or a son. I think if I had a child, I would take such care of her. Then I wouldn't feel like one. I've hardly met a single soul, but I am not alone. I feel known. This is wanting something. This is praying for it. This is holding breath and keeping fingers crossed. This is taking chances. This is wondering when I'll see that boy again. I've got a feeling he's just a someone too. And the beauty is when you realize someone could be looking for a someone like you.
Beautiful voice and great performance, Katherine. Thank you so much. So, Kelli gathered no moss because the following year, 2006, she was again nominated for a Tony Award for her performance as Babe in the revival of the Pajama Game, starring opposite Harry Connick Jr. Tough assignment, huh? Katherine will now be joined by Tyrone Martin.
There once was a man who loved a woman. She was the one he slayed the dragon for. They say that nobody ever loved as much as he. But me, I love you more. And there once was a man who loved a woman. She was the one he gave his kingdom for. They say that nobody ever loved as much as he. But me, I love you more. My love is a giant, fierce and defiant, but how can I prove it to you? Ain't got no kingdom, no dragon to back up my bragging. How can I prove my love is true? I only know there once was a man who loved a woman. She was the one he ate the apple for. They say that nobody ever loved as much as he. But me, I love you more.
There once was a woman who loved a man. He was the one that she took poison for. They say that meteoric, it's merely historic. A whirlwind, a cyclone on wheels. It rocks my whole solar plexus. It's bigger than Texas. I just can't tell you how it feels. I only know there once was a woman who loved a man, loved him enough to cause the Trojan War. They say that nobody ever loved as much as she, but me. I love you more, but me. I love you more.
Such a great song. Oh, wow. So, by this time, Kelli was on what we would call a major role. In 2008, she was nominated yet again for her portrayal of Nellie Forbush in Rodgers and Hammerstein's South Pacific, opposite Paulo Zat. I don't know if I said his name right, but okay. And worth noting, Kelli also gave birth to her son during the run and returned to the show 4 months later and was still nominated. She will visit this role once again on December 9th in a one-night-only reunion of the Lincoln Center performance as part of their 2024-2025 season. So now, we're not going in chronological order, so stay focused. But since we are on this topic of strong, feisty women, Kelli also appeared in 2019 as Lily/Kate in the Roundabout Theater Company's updated production of the Cole Porter musical Kiss Me, Kate, to glorious reviews. She starred opposite Will Chase, where she was, again, you know what I'm gonna say, nominated for a Tony Award. Our next two songs are from these shows. Please welcome Jennie, Sophia, and Katherine Thomas.
I expect every one of my crowd to make fun of my proud protestations of faith and romance. And they'll say I'm naive as a babe to believe any fable I hear from a person in fans. Fearlessly, I'll face them and argue their doubts away. Proudly, I'll sing about flowers in spring. Flatly, I'll stand on my little flat feet and say, love is a grand and a beautiful thing. I'm not ashamed to reveal this world famous feeling I feel. I'm as corny as Kansas in August. I'm as normal as blueberry pie. No more smart little girl with no heart. I have found me a wonderful guy. I am in a conventional dither with a conventional star on my eye. And you will note there's a lump in my throat when I speak of that wonderful guy. I'm as strident, as gay as a daisy in May, a cliche coming true. I'm romantic and bright as a moon-happy night pouring light on the dew. I'm as corny as Kansas in August, high as a flag on the 4th of July. If you'll excuse an expression I use, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with a wonderful guy. was when I knew that you could care. So taunt me and hurt me, deceive me, desert me. I'm yours till I die. So in love, so in love, so in love with you, my love.
Wow, everybody has such a nice voice. Thank you, Jennie and Katherine. All right, we're going to take a brief detour from Broadway for a moment because, as we mentioned earlier, Kelli has made history as the first crossover artist appearing at the Metropolitan Opera. And we might have forgotten to also mention she's from Oklahoma, specifically Elk City, Oklahoma, population 11,561. Now, one might think a girl from the plains of Oklahoma would grow up to be a country star instead of an opera and Broadway star, but I think it's safe to say that Kelli can do it all. Please welcome Cory Goodrich, who will help explain things in a little more detail, and as Kelli says, hold on to your hat.
Well, I was born down in Georgia, but Georgia wasn't good enough for me. I sang country songs for them, but my heart sang La Boheme, and it didn't help we moved to Tennessee. Nashville ain't the place to sing high C. If you want to sing at all, you best sing country. So I picked up how to do it pretty fast. Be a country star or go in the sticks them hicks don't know. Verity's Rigoletto from their ass. So a country star is how it came to pass. But I'll sing opera one day. It's like opera with an A. I told my agent in his fancy car, and it pained him, I could tell, when he said, no chance in hell, they won't let you in the opera if you're a country star. See the way I say obligato? So I took that country singing job and shoved it, and I headed to the Met in NYC. I know that stage is hard to reach, but Domingo loves a peach. You should hear that tenor voice sing rockabilly. Now I'm trying out for the Barber of Seville, and a voice booms from the house, from those tassels on your blouse. I can tell you how to twang and play guitar. I'm sure they loved you in the South, but please don't open your mouth. We can't let you in the opera if you're a country star, 'cause no patron trusts an opera in the hands of a country star. Do you think I can't wail 'cause I got long pink fingernails? I had to play more country songs just to stay afloat. Though I does my role, I'm in a southern pigeonhole. I sing like Mary Callis, but no one's heard a note till I charmed an old blowhard who owned half a Juilliard. Said my singing was so beautiful, he cried. Then I felt my heartbeat hop, and I heard his heartbeat stop. He said, welcome to the opera, and then the bastard died. grabbed a man, got ready for a kid. Though La Scala never called, my ears still get enthralled when I hear a great soprano blow her lid. So head up to the opera house, I did. But as vibratos start to shake, I feel my water break. I'll never even make it down the aisle. If you'd have been there, you'd have seen in that second mezzanine, first a head and then 2 feet from my $90 seat, as I lifted up my gown to the doctor. It hurts like hell. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, does that squash the baby? How can it breathe? Contraction, contraction, oh, contraction, contraction, oh my God, I paid so much for Dr. Chong. I know this. Ow! You son of a bitch! No, thank you. I mean it. Oh, you fucker! Oh, contraction, contraction. Oh, yes, I feel that. Oh, I'm pushing. I'm pushing. Oh my God! Oh my God! It's like pushing a watermelon through a hole the size of a lemon. What? Well, it better be a girl. I'm so sorry about your dress. Well, now to my surprise, those patrons had tears in their eyes. The New York Times Review even raved I was all that. Found the headlines bizarre. Opera gives birth to a new star. When she was done, what fun! And a newborn in her lap. Then the head of the trustees board said, before you cut the cord, here's an 8-year contract and some caviar. You'll start right away, my dear. We have daycare. Please sign here. Been my dream since I sang country. Now I'm an opera star. But you were the best part of the opera by far. Now, crib ain't where you're needing pearls of wisdom. But listen up before you've cried a word. If you hear no, don't get upset. It means yes, just not yet. Fight the most when folks think you're absurd. In the end, I believe we all get hurt. But if I may suggest one rule, before I'm no longer cool, what you do ain't always who you are. If you find your heart is set on both Memphis and the Met, and they force you to choose, don't run off and sing the blues. Bet your ass you can sing opera when you're
great, Cory. Thank you. And we need to mention that song was written for Kelli by the very talented Dan Lipton and David Rosenberg. That's a great song. Great song. Well, 2015 was really the year of Kelli O'Hara. It was the year of the revival of Rodgers and Hammerstein's The King and I at Lincoln Center Theater, starring Kelli as Anna Thank you. That name, there you go. And Ken Watanabe. Did I say that right? Watanabe, thank you. As the King of Siam. The New York Times called the production resplendent, and Ms. O'Hara one of the greatest interpreters of musical standards. Other reviews also gave enormous praise to Kelli's performance. Astonishingly good and then some. Stunningly beautiful and ravishing. And finally, the 2015 Tony Award for Best Performance by an Actress in a Leading Role Musical was awarded to Kelli O'Hara. Woo! And what you may not know, audience, is that another record was set during that Tony Awards ceremony. Kelli also set a record for the fastest costume change ever during a Tony Award production. She is indeed multi-talented.
And I play Hermione Granger in Harry Potter and the Cursed Child Chicago.
And I'm Trish Lindstrom, and I play Jennie Potter.
And our wonderful dresser happens to be Fran Curry, who is the star dresser to Miss Kelli O'Hara and has been for over a decade.
Really?
Mm-hmm. She's amazing. But
one thing we've noticed about Fran is the amount of times she says the name Kelli.
We've even started calling it Kellied.
We've been Kellied.
Like...
Well, and then she wore a long white gown when she sang at Madison Square Garden for the Pope. Want to see pictures?
Oh, yeah, its place is cold, but maybe we could do that at intermission?
Okay. Well, she's being honored by the Sarah Siddons Society tonight, and I'm super excited for her, but I can't go because we have a show. But congratulations, Kelli. I love you. Actually, everyone loves you.
Message. Fran Curry really wanted to be here, but that Harry Potter and the Cursed Child down at the Nederlander Theater is a demanding one. She sends her love, Kelli, and I think it's safe to say that we have all been Kellied. We have all been Kellied. Woo! And now here again is Jennie Sophia.
Think about a night when the earth smelled of summer and the sky was streaked with white and the soft mist of England was sleeping on a hill. I remember this and I always will. There are new lovers now on that same silent hill, looking on the same blue sea. And I know Tom and I are a part and they're all a part of Tom and me. Hello, young lovers, whoever you are. I hope your troubles are few. All my good wishes go with you tonight. I've been in love like you. Be brave, young lovers, and follow your star. Be brave and faithful and true. Cling very close to each other tonight. I've been in love like you. I know how it feels to have wings on your heels and to fly down a street in a trance. You fly down the street on the chance that you'll meet, and you meet not really by chance. Don't cry, young lovers, whatever you do. Don't cry because I'm alone. All of my memories are happy tonight. I've had a love of my own. I've had a love of my own, like yours. I've had a love of my own.
Oh, that was very gorgeous. Thank you, Jennie. In 1992, Robert James Waller wrote the best-selling novel, The Bridges of Madison County, telling the story of an Italian-American World War II bride who meets a photographer passing through the Iowa town she lives in with her husband and children. Now, if you aren't familiar with the rest of the story, you are not one of the 50 million people who read the book. It was adapted into a film by Clint Eastwood, and in 2013, it was adapted into a Tony Award-winning musical with music and lyrics by Jason Robert Brown and a book by Marsha Norman. It opened on Broadway in 2017 with Kelli starring as Francesca and Stephen Pasquale as Robert Kincaid. And as an aside, Kelli, can I just say you have hit the show tune lottery with all the leading men you've been working with. I mean, you know, phew. The score to this show is glorious, and Kelli was once again nominated for a Tony for her wonderful portrayal of Francesca in this beautiful show. Please welcome Cory Goodrich and Tyrone Martin to give you a glimpse into this gorgeous score.
exactly what to do. Feeling your fingers on my waist, I know
For the first time in my life, I am not outside the moment, with a camera in between me and the world I think I know. For the first time in my life, I am somehow part of something. You surround me, you connect me, and I think I can't let go. For the first time in my life, you have opened up a channel. There is nothing to contain us. We are joined and we are free. For the first time in my life, I am risking something precious. I am asking you, Francesca, come with me. I can't tell you I know what the future will be. Who knows anything? But I look in those eyes, you've got so much to see. Let me show you there's crowds and camels and hillsides to climb. All I know is in all of the time, from man's first breath to God's last warning, you and I are just 1 second spinning by. In just 1 second, you and I have just 1 second and 1,000,000 miles to go. I don't need to be rich. I don't need something new. All I've needed my whole life was you. Let me show you this. I'm sorry. All of the time. Thank you so much. It is very hard sharing a microphone. Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Go, let's go. I can't, don't stop.
Here we go. I don't need to be rich. I don't need something new. All I needed in my life was you. Stars keep burning, worlds keep turning, and you and I are just 1 second spinning by. Just
awesome. That was so great. Thank you, Cory and Evan. Thank you so much. All right, in 2002, Kelli and Brian Darcy James, a Sarah Siddons honoree in 2016, appeared in Sweet Smell of Success, a musical by Marvin Hamlish, Craig Carnelia, and John Guare, and began conversations along with Light in the Piazza composer Adam Guettal about a musical adaptation of the 1962 film Days of Wine of Roses. 20 plus years and many conversations later, the musical adaptation of the story of Kirsten Arnestan and Joe Clay debuted on Broadway in January of this year. Kelli and Brian received rave reviews for their portrayals, giving the performances of their lives, and both were nominated for Tony Awards along with composer Adam Guettal. Kelli has remarked in interviews that portraying Kirsten has been the ride of her life. And while promoting a show where alcoholism is a central theme might be difficult, but Kelli brought some lightness to the theme and personalized her experience of joy with the show to those who follow her on social media, Instagram in particular, with the theme of Who's Coming? We got to see the heart and humor of Kelli O'Hara.
Warming up for days of wine and roses. Not a happy show. Days of wine and roses. Alcoholism isn't happy. Days of wine and roses. It's the most fun I've ever had in my life. And I got 31 more shows.
Warming up for days of wine and roses. Warming up for days of wine and roses. Warming up for days of wine. Hi all. I got 29 more shows.
Glamming up for days. Do you see how I did that? Glamming up, sort of like warming up. Stay tuned. There might be some other versions. For days of wine and what's happening here, ladies? What? It's just the voice of the people. So proud of it.
This is called ab dancing, and it makes it so much more fun. I mean, I can't even feel anything. I could do this all day long. Warming up for... Get out of here.
Look at this. I learned this on the Instagram over the pandemic. Look at here. Look at this. And I just want you to see how magically the minute I'm finished here, I'm going to look like a Kardashian.
James every night as Joe Clay.
One should always lay flat on the ground so that gravity can do its work. I'm just warming up for days of wine and roses. And now you have to go like this, sails at the end, so you can be super hip like me. Because I know you're singing the song in the shower, while cooking meals, while loading the dishwasher, while going for a walk with your dog. You're singing warming up, or walking the dog, or doing the dishes with days of wine and roses. Maybe I've lost my mind, but I'm just saying, who's coming to see Days of Wine and Roses? Because I'm glamming up for it.
Kirsten Arneson. Am I such a villain? Am I no great breadth of experience? No great connection? Just grabbing at the nearest straw, using what I had. With all the good that I could have done, all I've been given. I'm not a worldly person. I'm an ordinary one. I'm stronger than a liar, stronger than a broken promise, stronger than a dirty fling, stronger than a poison, keeping me from everything
nice, Cory. Thank you so much. What an evening filled with such heartfelt performances. Don't you agree? We are certainly thrilled to honor Kelli tonight and our Sarah Siddons Award recipients. And now for the moment we've all been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce the president of the Board of Governors to present tonight's award. And we're talking about Marty Ballo. Come on down, Marty. Which way you coming? This way or this way? Over here? Okay.
As president of Sarah Siddons, I'm especially grateful to all of you, including those who worked so hard to make tonight's event happen. Our entire board, our sponsors, a special thanks to everyone who bought a ticket and joined us tonight. Without you, none of this happens. We couldn't have done this without our great tech support team. This terrific cast under the musical direction of the extraordinary Beckie Menzie. And to the director of this evening, board member, and very fine singer herself, Joan Curto. Thank you. Now, without further ado, it gives me a great pleasure to present the 2024 Sarah Siddons Award for Distinguished Achievement in Theater to a true Broadway and theater icon. But before that, I think we missed a video of our past. Oh, yes, we did. Can we run that video? It's one of my favorite videos. Thank you. Good. Well, I can tell you that when Kelli returns to Chicago in the spring, I believe, here we go. wasn't that worth waiting for? So, Kelli, it's quite a club, and I can't think of anyone more deserving to join that club. On behalf of the Sarah Siddons Society, congratulations on this year's 2024 Sarah Siddons Award for Distinguished Performance in Theater. Kelli, please join us, and the stage is yours.
Thank you so much. I have a little bit to say, but before I do that, that was worth waiting for. Those women, I wish my mother could be here because, in Western Oklahoma, when I was there, it was population 8,500. Thank you very much. I didn't have any live theater. I didn't have theater, but I had movies, musicals, black and white films, the actresses that my mother loved, and we would sit there together and watch all of them. And all of these women, if my mom could see me now, it just makes me so proud. Thank you so much. And I also just want to say really quickly, thank you to Jennie and Cory and Evan and Katherine and Beckie and Joan for that amazing, some of those songs I've never heard anyone else sing. I was just like, how does this play? Oh, it does well. And I just, honestly, was moved to tears, just to tears, to go back and see that, because sometimes you can have bad days. And just to feel today that this career has had some steps in it, and I'm so proud, and to know that it's out there for everyone to sing, and you just gave me I'm just so honored. Thank you for your beautiful music, for your beautiful performances. Thank you. And thank you, Marty and LeeAnn, for having me here tonight. I'm just beyond thrilled. But first of all, I want to congratulate this year's scholarship recipients. That's so important. A big congratulations. I didn't have this sort of thing, so I celebrate this moment with you, to be receiving these scholarship, to be seen and to be supported and encouraged by this incredible organization is just a gift. And there's only one thing better than loving this art form with all of your heart and dreaming of doing it for the rest of your life, and that is having someone say they believe in you. In light of this generous work that has been done here at the Sarah Siddons Society for 3/4 of a century, all in support of this sort of dreaming, I am truly honored beyond measure to be standing here tonight. And as I have been trying to think of what to say to feel deserving of this, I think it might be worth mentioning, even though you all know this, and even though this was named after the fictional society in the movie All About Eve, there's also the real-life Sarah Siddons, and who was also named the Queen of Tragedy. And between my playing suicidal 1950s housewife Laura Brown in The Hours, as well as the tragic alcoholic Kirsten Arneson, who leaves her husband and child in The Days of Wine and Roses, just in the last 6 months alone, I have decided to accept this honor with appropriate pride. Having said that, there is no greater joy in my life, apart from my family, than having all sorts of characters to play, all sorts of lives to live, all sorts of hearts to understand. And one of my goals in life, within this work and otherwise, is to be of service. Like that voiceover said in the beginning, which I don't even know what that's from, but indeed, be of service, to embody in order to learn, to educate if I can, to spread joy, and always, always to listen and to question. I often say we are the lucky ones, we artists. We get to go toward the questions and try to find the answers. We try not to fear. We take care to understand. We try not to demand. Instead, we question. even and maybe especially ourselves. And we try not to stop. We keep hoping. And my ultimate goal? Joy. Joy in the discovery and joy in the catharsis that comes from understanding the tragedy. I will always be searching, and I will always take with me what my husband, as you know, who is here with me tonight, says each time I step on stage. Go spread the joy. And even when it's hard to find, sometimes the joy is simply in the trying. I am so proud to be in a room among all of you, especially today, that supports this way of life, this dream of being, this deeper meaning. We need this as humans. We need art. We need each other. Don't ever forget that we as artists are a vital part of our society's system of checks and balances. We strive to illuminate the important truths. So to all of you, especially you scholarship recipients, you are the future of this. Your fearless search is our joy. So as we gather here tonight, maybe not by accident, to celebrate something that does make sense, something worthy of our efforts and your relentless belief and funding, it's not lost on me that what you are doing is not just supporting the present idea, you are all betting on our future. So I state again, the only thing better than loving this art form with all my heart, and I do, and I always will, and dreaming of doing it my whole life, and I have, and I always will, is having someone say they still believe in me. Thank you for this honor.
Great. Really, just a wonderful human being. Congratulations, Kelli, on this well-deserved recognition. And congratulations to all our scholarship recipients this evening. You are our future. Don't forget that. And thank you all for joining us and helping us celebrate Kelli and her husband, Greg. Greg, can you stand up so people can see you? Wait. Thank you. And to close this evening, our cast will share 2 final songs. And again, thank you all for joining us.
Yes, thank you. I'm Joan Curto, and I'm so beyond thrilled for the night tonight. Kelli, I did a deep dive, as you can tell. I stalked you on the internet and read every interview, and I have been Kellied, that's for sure. There is one song that we have not sung tonight, but it has been something that's come up over and over again in the things that I read about you and the things I've listened to. And we want to end the night tonight with a little bit of that. The music is by Julie Stein, and the lyrics are by Comden and Green. Make someone happy. Make just one someone happy. Make just one heart the heart you sing to. One smile to cheer you. One face that lights when it nears you. Someone you're everything to. Fame, if you win it, comes and goes in a minute. Where's the real stuff in life to
cling to. Love is the answer. Someone to love is the answer. Once you've found them, build your world around them. Make someone happy. Make just one someone happy. And you will be happy too. Holding hands at midnight, 'neath the starry sky. Nice work if you can get it, and you can get it if you try. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to once again thank our musical director, Beckie Menzie. I want to invite our cast up one more time. Please help me join us on stage. And I want to invite our scholarship recipients up on stage.